Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille Rashaun O'Neal, born March 6, 1972, known commonly as Shaq, is an American former professional basketball player who is a sports analyst on the television program Inside the NBA. He is a 7 foot 1 inch, 2.16 m, and 325 pound, 147 kilograms, center who played for 6 teams over his 19-year career in the National Basketball Association, NBA, and is a 4-time NBA champion. O'Neal is regarded as one of the greatest basketball players and centers of all time. About Shaquille O'Neal's early life. O'Neal was born on March 6, 1972, in Newark, New Jersey, to Lucille O'Neal and Joe Toney, who played high school basketball. He was an all-state guard and was offered a basketball scholarship to play at Seton Hall. Toney struggled with drug addiction and was imprisoned for drug possession when O'Neal was an infant. Upon his release, he did not resume a place in O'Neal's life and instead agreed to relinquish his parental rights to O'Neal's Jamaican stepfather, Philip Arthur Harrison, a career Army sergeant. O'Neal remained estranged from his biological father for decades. O'Neal had not spoken with Toney or expressed an interest in establishing a relationship. O'Neal was already 6 feet 6 inches, 1.98 meters, tall. He credited the Boys and Girls Clubs of America in Newark with giving him a safe place to play and keeping him off the streets. The family left Newark, moving to military bases in Germany and Texas. After returning from Germany, O'Neal's family settled in San Antonio, Texas. By age 16, O'Neal had grown to 6 feet 10 inches, 2.08 m, and he began playing basketball at Robert G. Cole High School. He led his team to a 68-1 record over 2 years and helped the team win the state championship during his senior year. His 791 rebounds during the 1989 season remains a state record for a player in any classification. About Shaquille O'Neal's college career. After graduating from high school in 1989, O'Neal studied business at Louisiana State University, LSU. He had first met Tigers coach Dale Brown years earlier in Europe when O'Neal's stepfather was stationed on a U.S. Army base at Wildflecken, West Germany. While playing for Brown at LSU, O'Neal was a 2-time All-American, 2-time SEC Player of the Year, and received the Adolph Rupp Trophy as NCAA Men's Basketball Player of the Year in 1991. He was also named College Player of the Year by Associated Press and UPI. O'Neal left LSU early to pursue his NBA career, but continued his education even after becoming a professional player. About Shaquille O'Neal's professional career. The Orlando Magic drafted O'Neal with the first overall pick in the 1992 NBA draft. O'Neal wore number 32 because Terry Catledge refused to relinquish the 33 jersey. O'Neal was named the Player of the Week in his first week in the NBA, the first player to do so. During his rookie season, O'Neal averaged 23.4 points on 56.2% shooting, 13.9 rebounds, and 3.5 blocks per game for the season. He was named the 1993 NBA Rookie of the Year and was the first rookie to be voted an All-Star starter since Michael Jordan in 1985. In O'Neal's third season, 1994-95, he led the NBA in scoring with a 29.3-point average, while finishing second in MVP voting to David Robinson and entering his third straight All-Star game along with Hardaway. They formed one of the league's top duos and helped Orlando to a 57-25 record and the Atlantic Division crown. The Magic won their first ever playoff series against the Boston Celtics in the 1995 NBA playoffs. They then defeated the Chicago Bulls in the conference semifinals. After beating Reggie Miller's Indiana Pacers, the Magic reached the NBA Finals, facing the defending NBA champion Houston Rockets. About Shaquille O'Neal's music career. Beginning in 1993, O'Neal began to compose rap music. He released 5 studio albums and 1 compilation album. O'Neal was featured alongside Michael Jackson as a guest rapper on Too Bad, a song from Jackson's 1995 album History. He contributed 3 tracks, including the song We Genie, to the Kazam soundtrack. O'Neal was also featured in Aaron Carter's 2001 hit single That's How I Beat Shaq. Shaq also appears in the music video for the release. Shaquille O'Neal conducted the Boston Pops Orchestra at the Boston Symphony Hall on December 20, 2010. O'Neal also started DJing in the 1980s at LSU. O'Neal produces electronic dance music and tours the world under the stage name DJ Diesel. About Shaquille O'Neal's professional wrestling. A lifelong professional wrestling fan, O'Neal has made numerous appearances at televised events over the years for 4 different promotions. His favorite wrestlers are Tony Atlas, Junkyard Dog, Andre the Giant, and Brock Lesnar. In 1994, O'Neal made several appearances in World Championship Wrestling, WCW, including at the Bash at the Beach pay-per-view, where he presented the title belt to the winner of the WCW World Heavyweight Championship match between Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair. In July 2009, O'Neal served as the guest host for a live broadcast of World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE's Monday Night Raw. As part of the show, O'Neal got into a physical altercation with 7-foot-tall wrestler Big Show. In September 2012, O'Neal made a guest appearance on Total Nonstop Action Wrestling, TNA's Impact Wrestling program, where he had a backstage segment with Hulk Hogan. About Shaquille O'Neal's legal issues. In August 2010, O'Neal was sued by his personal IT technician, Sean Darling, after O'Neal had allegedly attempted to plant child pornography on Darling's computer. Darling claimed that O'Neal had originally tried to protect himself by hacking his mistress's voicemails and deleting relevant messages. Darling also alleged that O'Neal had used law enforcement contacts to obtain restricted information on those mistresses, and that O'Neal subsequently threw his laptop into a lake to destroy possible evidence. In 2017, a trial court ruled that Darling had not filed the lawsuit in good faith, and that the accusations made by Darling occurred after he had attempted to extort $12 million from O'Neal in return for thousands of stolen emails and electronic files. In April 2014, O'Neal posted a photo on Instagram that showed himself mocking Jamal Binyan, who suffers from ectodermal dysplasia. About Shaquille O'Neal's personal life. O'Neal was raised by a Baptist mother and a Muslim stepfather, and said that they taught him both. Both Robin Wright in her book Rock the Casbah as well as the Los Angeles Times have identified O'Neal as a Muslim. About Shaquille O'Neal's marriage and children. O'Neal married Shawnee Nelson on December 26, 2002. The couple have 4 children, including Sharif. Nelson also has a son and daughter from previous relationships. On September 4, 2007, O'Neal filed for divorce from Nelson in a Miami-Dade circuit court. Nelson later said that the couple was back together and that the divorce petition had been withdrawn. On November 10, 2009, Nelson filed an intent to divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. The divorce was finalized in 2011. O'Neal blames himself for the failed marriage and says he made mistakes. In 2015, Sharif was seen in high school basketball highlights as a 6'7", 2.01 m freshman power forward, and had been described as having a polar opposite playing style to his father due to his more athletic build and better shooting range. Sharif played in college for the UCLA Bruins before transferring to LSU. About Shaquille O'Neal's post-marriage relationships. In summer 2010, O'Neal began dating reality TV star Nicole Hoops Alexander. The couple resided at O'Neal's home in Sudbury, Massachusetts, and later split in August 2012. O'Neal began dating Leticia Rawle, a model, originally from Gardner, Massachusetts, in early 2014. They later split in March 2018. Thanks so much for watching. Please go ahead and like this video, subscribing, and also share to your friends.